Hello students, today in this presentation I am going to discuss the indication of some homeopathic medicine for stye and chalazion. So let's see one by one which are the medicines indicated for this condition. The first medicine here is the pulsatilla. It is used in acute styes and also in the recurrent styes. Acute styes with pus formation, and the location is specially in the upper eyelid. There is presence of itching, biting and burning in the eyes, and the pain that is aggravated in the evening and from warm application. It is relieved by open air. When you examine the eyelids, it is agglutinated and inflamed. There will be a presence of profuse yellow, green, thick and bland discharge from it. The lacrimation is profuse and there is a secretion of mucus. Pulsatilla patient is mild, gentle, timid with fine hair and fair skin, and the patient who has craving for fatty food and cold things. The patient is also thirstless and there is changeability of the mood. Now I would like to add what is written in the Kant's lectures on Materia Medica about the stye. He writes, pulsatilla causes a tendency to formation of styes, recurrent styes, always having styes, pustules, papules and little nodosities on the lids. The next medicine is Staphylos aureus. It is used in recurrent styes. Styes that lead a hard nodosities. So it is a medicine for very big stye, tarsal tumor or chalace. So mainly if you see, it is a medicine for chalace and recurrent styes. Stye rarely suppurate or do not suppurate. So this Staphylos aureus medicine is mainly a medicine for the non-suppurating variety of stye and which forms a hard nodosity. There is itching of stye, eyelids are red and scurfy, and there is causation that is from suppressed mortification and suppressed anger. Now again I am mentioning the lines of Dr. Kant from his lectures on Materia Medica. Here he writes, under the eye there is a new growth about the lids and ball of the eyes, extremely painful to touch. The next line he writes that meibomian tumors in irritable children. So it is a mainly medicine indicated according to Kant, that is in the meibomian tumors in irritable children. So the next medicine is Thuja. It is also like Staphylos aureus, a medicine for the recurrent stye that do not suppurate but leads to hard tumors on eyelids. So particularly it is also medicine for the chalazion. The other indication is when other well selected remedy fails, then Thuja is indicated. With stye and chalazion, there will be a burning and tearing pain present into the eyes, and the eyes will be agglutinated at night. On examination in Thuja, you will find that there is a dry, scaly styes, tarsal tumors, chalace with thick hard knots. The modality in the Thuja is aggravation from uncovering and amelioration from warmth and covering. The other symptoms related to eye, that is, if uncovered, feels as if stream of air was blowing out through the eyes. And another eye symptom is ciliary neuralgia affecting the head and face. Now the next medicine is Lycopodium. Here the location is important. It is written that stys on leads near internal canthus, and mainly the location is present on the right side. So stys more on right side. Physically, the Lycopodium patient, that is upper part is emaciated and lower part of the body is semi-dropsical. Intellectually, the Lycopodium patient is keen but physically weak. There will be a presence of associated urinary and gastric symptoms in the Lycopodium with the sty, and there is desire for sweet and warm things, and the modality is relieved from warm application. The another medicine here is Rustox. It is also a medicine for acute stys. Stys, there will be a severe tearing pain and cutting pain with a discharge of thick and bloody discharge. So what is important in the Rustox? It will be specially indicated in acute stys. There will be a tearing and cutting pain, and the discharge that will be thick and bloody. Another important indication, that is when you examine, the eyelids will look edematous, swollen and red. There is severe itching in the eyelids, and there is presence of lacrimation and photophobia. Now again I want to mention the lines written by Dr. Kent in his lectures on Materia Medica. He writes that the Rus patient is subject to stys on the lower lids and neuralgia in the eyes. The next medicine is Conium maculatum. It is a medicine for recurrent stys with vertigo. Another indication is tarsal tumors, chalaise, stys that leave hard nodes. So up to now we have seen three medicines for chalazion. One is Staphylos aureus, second is Thuja, and third this medicine is Conium mac. Further going into the other symptoms, it is written that a sty that hardly suppurate or never suppurate. Stys after exerting eyes in dim light. So it is indicated medicine after exertion of eyes in dim light, there is appearance of sty. Photophobia and pain is extreme. So important symptom, another important symptom, that is photophobia with extreme pain, that is out of proportion to the infection but no sign of inflammation. The recurrent stys will be present in the old lazy bachelors, and there is suppressed sexual desire. It is a student's remedy for night reading in dim light. The next medicine is Muxol. Muxol is a mainly medicine for acute stys where there is presence of suppuration, and the main indication, there will be a suppuration, that is the discharge that is thin, greenish and offensive pus. Another indication is eye troubles, that is working near the heat or fire like a laundry worker, and on examination of eyelids you will find that it is red, edematous and agglutinated. The character of pain, that is throbbing, stitching pain, and the modality, that is aggravated at night and from heat. Another medicine is Hiparsulf. It is mainly a medicine for acute stys with pus formation, and the character of pus, that is thick yellow creamy pus. So it is a medicine for stys discharging thick yellow and creamy pus. The another important thing, that is the character of pain. The pain is splinter like, stitching, aggravated from cold air and night and touch, and relieved by warmth. Another important thing in the Hiparsulf is extreme sensitiveness of the affected part, and the patient will not allow to examine. the eyelids will be red and inflamed. So that are the important things that are present in the Hipar sulph. So this is the last slide. So I have discussed here few medicines for the condition of stye and chalazion. You can also add some other medicines from the Materia Medica and repertory in this list. So that's all for today. Thank you.